And with 5 or 6 of those pairings, we'll be able to warp the map so that it lays atop of actual geography from satellite imagery. So I'll go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to zoom in to this area called Liberty Corner. And I'll zoom in over here to the same. I think it's in Bernards Townships. Mount Airy. Oh, there we go. Liberty Corner Road. Does that end at Liberty Corner or? Okay. Where is this? Oh. Let's see. Is that road not? I thought it was. This is Pluckman. Somerville Road. Hold on. Liberty Corner. Okay, so it is south of that road. You see how you do a little bit of deciphering. Up there's there's 78, and oh, they're placing it right on top of 78, right south of Allen Road. I thought I found the signature before. Did I not? Oh, here we go. There's that same signature. So right here you see this Lions Road jut out. And so here I'm going to put in my first control point. It's very important that you say add control point. So there, 1 belongs at 1. Now the next one I promise should not take so long. If I pride myself on my local geography, which I do. Here is Main Street in Somerville. Let's zoom out of here and zoom into Somerville. And in West Main Street, there's that big, looks like it was here too, this big fork in the road. So in 1850, you had the same fork in the road that you do today. Add control points. Cool. The fourth one I'm going to add is called Rocky Hill. I think it's down here in Franklin. Where is it? Oh, right over here. Rocky Hill. It's on this river. I think it's the Millstone River. Anyway, I think it's around down here. Saw it before. If I zoom in, Millstone, Rocky Hill. Here we go. That's a lot less time than before. Now, if you see over here, Rocky Hill has the similar same, road structure. You have this Washington Street. I don't know if that was called then, but there's this little area with the hotel over here. And so we're just going to use that as our next control point. So we'll use, I'll do this right here. Okay, and add a control point, and I'm just so interested that I'm going to pop in and see, is that hotel still there? Oh, there we go. Historic Rocky Inn and Tavern. Check that out. So, cute looking little tavern, and presumably there's some lodgings over here. Cool. Now, we have 3 points. I have a couple more. One of them, oops. So, and you see they're all in a line. It's sometimes good to get some over here. That's one I'll put in is, it's called North Branch. Anyway, that old North Branch. So the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. And you can see maybe, so here now we're using a railroad, obviously. Get into the questions of how long has the railroad's been here, when did they first start to develop, etc., etc. And here you have the North Branch River, and you can pop one right at the crossing here, and right at the crossing there. Bada bing, bada boom, as they would say in my old stomping grounds. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Okay, and now there's one more place I think I should add. It's over here it's called Mount Bethel. Perfect. And it's over here in the Warren area. And there we go, Mount Bethel. See, it took me a while first, but that was pretty quick to the shot. Okay, so does this look? Yeah, so this is King George Road. Who knows if that's the same name there? But yeah, here's this church area. So I'm going to put it right here, over there, and add our control points. So now we have 4 control points, and you see we went to like churches, railroads, street names, right, hotels, and already in that experience we engaged with our local geography, which I think is kind of cool, but I'm not everybody. Now what we can do here is go to warp image, and it says the rectifier is working. And this doesn't take nearly as long as it does to upload, for instance. But I'm excited to see the results. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in over here. Now, if you don't get that good a fit, you can keep adding control points, but I'm optimistic, although I've certainly messed up my fair share of these, so I shouldn't be that optimistic. But it looks like the lines here, you see, are roughly the same. So this is that railway line that we put in. And, you shouldn't expect that these are 100% accurate is a part of it. But nonetheless, it's looking pretty good. A nice way to also check is look at the waterways in addition to the roads. So here you have a waterway that looks like it might be a county border. Here you have this Lord Stirling Park, which is empty over here. I wonder if that is made note of here. Stirling's Buildings. So there you have a connection, Lord Stirling Park and Stirling's Buildings, which might be interesting for a student to look through. Anyway, what we have done is now added this to the repertoire of maps from around the area. I'm going to just zoom in over here in that Rocky Hill area to make sure we did a good job. Yeah, looks pretty good. You know, a little bit of, loss of fidelity in some places, but I think with some of these old maps that is par for the course. But there might be there are grave sites on here that might not be that well known about. There's environmental history in this old map, right, about where the water used to flow, how streams or rivers may have changed their shapes. So a pretty cool, if you ask me, a pretty cool project that you can do to have your students look through these maps, follow this video, and warp their own map. Now, once you have rectified it, it is public. You'll see here you have to make your own login, but you don't have to have like a social media account like I do. Anyway, here's the preview button. Here how it looks great. You can play with the opacity, and so students can maybe send you a screenshot, or they could just share you a link when they hand it in. You can think of tons of different interesting discussion questions, like what are some of the historical artifacts that you see? What places have withstood time? Things like that. Do you see difference in some areas of the map versus the other? Are they, have they become more developed, or what have you? Now you see, for instance, you have these Sourland Mountains here, which is, I think a state park, and how, that's kind of withstood. But there's a couple other things we can do with this map. Right now, I'm going to end the video, and because it's kind of like the one thing you do is GeoRectify a map. But I will show off a different tool in my next video with something you could do with this. So thanks very much.